Good with the dope, I'm good with the rhymes. I'll stab her like Chucky. I'm good with your bride and I don't front. Y'all good with the lies and ask Sarah Lee. I'm good with the pies and ask Kiki. I'm good with the size. Put a hole in your front like some Yeezy slides. I'm Ivan Draco. If he dies, he dies. I give him his wings, but he ain't gon' fly. Had a whole damn crew, but they ain't gon' ride. That nigga OG, but y'all let that slide. Hey, how y'all let that slide? That slide. Look who's back.
Of course.
Okay. Yo. Welcome to the For the Family podcast. I am the Ruby Lynn, and today we have two special guests here with us. We have OG Loyalty.
What's up?
And we have the man behind the camera, Father Handy Harry Potter. No, Hip Hop Harry Potter.
She called you father.
She did. You got to put father in front of it.
Now it's the
Because
father.
last week he was on daddy duties. So we add a name each time he say he got to do something. Father Handy Hip Hop Harry Potter.
What's up, y'all?
Yes, welcome to the podcast, guys. Today we're gonna talk about whatever comes to our minds because we are not prepared. But anyway, we were just talking about Lord Jesus, we were just talking about y'all. Oh,
Drake, Diddy,
Drake and Kendrick. Kendrick did the pop out concert and brought everybody together. It was really dope. I actually watched. I never made it to Kendrick. How about that? I watched the whole first part of the damn concert and went to sleep. It was a lot of them people. And a lot of them, I didn't even know they was from LA or from Inglewood or any of that. I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that song. Yeah, it was pretty dope, though. So you guys get to watch it?
I saw some of it, but yeah, I think the main part that got publicized was the Kendrick Lamar piece when he came out. Did that song 5 times, or was it 5 times, or was it?
Yeah, Not Like Us.
Yep.
I think they was just playing bits and pieces, but I think they played the whole song twice.
I know in the blogs they said 5 times.
Yeah, it's a different kind of love out there.
Yeah, when he first came out, they was just putting it up there. He came out to it, like he came out to the song.
Then you got everybody out there dancing, all types of celebrities out there dancing.
Yeah, you got Russell Westbrook.
That's what I was just gonna say. Is he even from LA?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay. Makes sense then. I was like, why he
Him and DeRozan.
They was out there jigging to that shit.
And Russell Wilson knew how to do them dances though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was out there jigging. Crazy. Drake is never gonna be able to live it down. And he's also not gonna be able to live in not live, but perform on the West Coast for a long time.
Right.
Well, Drake is from Canada though. I'm pretty sure the Canadians feel the same way about him that the American LA niggas feel about Canada.
No, they were in Canada playing Not Like Us in the streets.
Damn, I lost.
Yeah, they don't care about that. They in Toronto.
I thought they would ride with Drake.
Who, Toronto?
Mm-hmm.
They don't care. They got all the white people in the middle of the streets dancing Not Like Us.
That's what you were just saying when Pusha T put that diss track out years ago.
Yeah.
You were saying the Canadians was rocking with that?
Yeah. Oh.
Loyalty? And you said they shut them down.
Oh, they did.
Pusha T went to Canada, they shut the show down.
Yeah.
They tried to jump Pusha T.
Oh no.
That's why I say it's surprising to me that
but this
they
Kendrick
ain't riding
Lamar.
with Drake.
This Kendrick though. Everybody love Kendrick Lamar. White folks, black folks, everybody.
I had stopped loving them until he came out with them diss tracks. I was like, oh yeah, I remember.
When he did the slow songs and stuff.
When he was doing all that. I mean, it was just like, it's not my type of music, but when he came out with all these diss tracks on Drake, it made me go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
And now I realize how strong he is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a man.
Oh, you Ruby. Welcome back.
This one awkward as hell. But I'm feeling it.
No.
This one gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have fun.
Come on, let's go.
Where we on? Welcome
I
back.
was waiting for her to say welcome back.
Oh. Welcome back to the For the Family Podcast. Kingston made a little appearance. We're gonna let him shake back right quick though.
What it do?
Yeah, he been gone for a minute.
Peace, King.
Life has been hitting. I understand. Life is.
Life always fucking with somebody.
Yeah, it is.
Yo, who you with the rule? Men shouldn't hit women.
All right.
Okay, sit down.
So
What's the rule? Men should hit women back.
That's what you said. You want to talk about that? You was raised that men shouldn't hit women back. We didn't do that.
You said I didn't do it?
Yeah, you didn't hit back. Okay.
Good shit.
Okay.
I never did it.
Hey, can we talk about some shit that happened to me today?
Yeah, let's talk about it. What happened?
Like audience, our special guest didn't show up. This is the second time this week that our guest didn't show up, but we just kind of like winging it, and we winging it people. So I'm just gonna talk about my shit.
Yeah, tell them about the show. What's the name of the show?
What's the show?
That's what you're talking about, the show?
Not that show.
Okay.
Talking about Real Raw Reflection?
Yeah.
Real Raw Reflection, that shit went left the other night. And I like to apologize for how I acted. But let me tell you, you know what I'm saying? I have adopted a child. And she was the only child that didn't reach out to me on Father's Day. But she is always the first child that reaches out to me on Father's Day. So I was in my feelings.
Yeah.
And a nigga asked me a question about my adopted child, which he didn't know, and respecting him, but he just seems like he's always coming for me. So when he asked me the question, I just felt like he was coming for me. And even though if I was in my right mind, I would have known that he wasn't coming for me, and that's my fault. But sometimes this podcast shit get real.
Yeah. Get intense.
And that's why it's Real Raw Reflection. But this is for the family. So I want to so you know, this is different. This is different. This is more love than combative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be combative, you know what I'm saying? But that just seems like where we go at with Real Raw Reflection. And we are definitely trying to improve that because we do have episodes where we're just talking to the community and doing what we're supposed to do. But, you know, sometimes, and it's not just one person's fault, it's my fault too, because sometimes we get that alcohol in us. Yeah. And we drink them big bottles, them good bottles, so it go left after an hour or two. It just probably need to just stick to an hour, but
I actually was trying to get it to an hour.
Yeah, we stick to an hour. It's cool. But when they get after hours, it get real niggerish.
Yeah, the conversation was so good that night that I was like, I didn't even try to stop the show at that point. Right. But
I like to apologize for my part because it takes two to tango. And I definitely was a major part in that. And he wasn't in his feelings where I was telling him. But I was in my feelings about what he was telling me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really feel like I played more of a part of that shit than he did. And I'm older. And I know how a deep conversation can go left. So if y'all saw that the other night, I mean, I know
It's
this
not-
is a
oh,
different
yeah.
audience. So what I want to talk about on your shit, you know what I'm saying? Because this is your shit. Ruby, I got your name in a song and shit.
He does.
Yeah, you seen the well,
Yeah.
you ain't seen the video. But anyway, I put your name in a song, bro.
Period.
I'm digging you. But I just had like, okay, so I'm 47 years old. I'll be 47 next week. And I'm not ashamed of that because I feel like getting older is getting better. And it's a proud moment now. Like before I was trying to like my early 40s, I was trying to hide my age. I was like telling people that I'm 35, you know. But now I'm just like embracing it more because you just lose a lot of people and stuff like that. But anyway, so I got married to my high school sweetheart at 22. We were married 1 year. We were real tight from 16 to 22.
Yeah.
We were real tight, like inseparable. Like we were so tight that I lived with her, and she lived with me. And both our parents, like my mom's like a real strict Muslim, and her mom was like a real strict Christian. Her mom was a minister, but we were so that tight that they felt like we always needed to be together. So we actually lived in two religious people household without being married. And then we got married and it didn't work. So we was married 1 year, and when we broke up, her brother blamed me for everything. Like he was popping up wanting to fight me. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a big nigga. He wanted to fight me, like, you know what I mean? All kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? So he reached out to me today on Facebook on a friend request. But I didn't know who he was, and it didn't hit me until I already had accepted it. And then I thought about it when he said, "What's up, bro? I miss you." I looked, and I was like, I thought it was like one of them shit that you answer, like, you done been hacked. Yeah. So when he did, and when I looked at it, I said, "Devote." I mean, this been 24 years. Like my first wife, I've been in a couple relationships since then, and I have too. So when I seen that shit, I was like, damn. I didn't respond back to him. I don't even know where I need to go with that, but we were once close, but we were married close. And he's a musician. He's in the music business. And, you know, he has some good contacts. Like, I could really use him right now. Like, I don't know if that's a sign from God because, like, so when I befriended him, I was looking at his posts and shit. I seen him in the studios and seen him with Trap and seen him with different people and seen him, and, you know, people from New Jersey, Dave East and all kind of shit. And I'm like, damn, this might be, you know, the Lord trying to, you know, tell me to reach out to him, but then I don't know.
You could have responded and said, that's what's up, bro. What you got going on?
But I ain't even know if it's just like a hack, you know? Yeah. It was just like, what's up, bro? How you doing? Like, shit, I get that shit all the time. Like, that shit be a hack, you know? You answer that shit, your shit shut down, you know?
Right.
You sending porn to people. You know? You know what I mean? But shit, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The last time, you know, same thing with Daniel, you know. The last time, my last memory with this nigga was we was about to fight. So I don't know, you know what I mean? But we had a close relationship before that. Yeah. But that's my last memory of that. So I don't know. I'm just looking for advice on that because, like I said, we had a really good relationship. You know what I'm saying? But it was a brother-in-law relationship.
I feel like if you've been thinking about it or it's been weighing on you, I feel like you should reach out.
Yeah, I agree. Reach out.
You know, you're an adult now. I mean, y'all probably was adults then too, but.
Nah, we like 19, 21,
oh,
22.
You know, getting there, you know. But now you are a full-grown man, so I feel like y'all could put that shit to the side. Especially if that's not a scam and he really texts you like, bro, I miss you type shit.
Then we got a lot of mutual friends. Like, I didn't even know he was in South Carolina like that. Like, we got like 40 mutual friends. Like, some of the mutual friends we have is like in the music business.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
You're right. It might be a sign for you to link
I
back
don't
up.
even know if
to.
he watching this, but man, Alvin, I'm thinking about you, bro. Like, I mean, we had a history.
You finally get that the
We
OG.
had a history, man.
You can finally get the OG album out.
I mean, I could get that out without him, but you know, I mean, shit, I'm just in a different position right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what he know me as and where I am at now, it's just hard for me to open up to niggas. Like, I got niggas that done did 15, 20 years that's coming out of prison right now, and they reaching out to me, and I'm like, damn, I'm a different person. Like, I talk different, I look different. My whole business is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am not from Garby Road. I am not from fucking goddamn Knife Avenue. And I am from there. All these places that I've been to made
Not
me.
of there no more.
But I'm not standing on that now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what I'm standing on right now, I'm standing on business.
Right.
Like, I want to make money. And then it ain't even all about money. But if you can't provide me with money, to provide me with comfort. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people you want to be around. Some people you want to be around and shit, but some people, like, you know what I mean, like, you around, like, that ain't on your level, but you can chill with them. Because they just in a better space, you know what I mean? It's not about money. You know what I mean? I'm just about a better space. Like, I don't know what space. Shit, it like my brother told me, like, one time, like, I got a brother that, like, he doing life in prison and shit. But he like a real hustler nigga. Like, he told me, if I didn't see you in 5 years, I don't know you.
Right. I was just gonna say
You know what I'm saying?
Like, the person that they knew is no longer here anymore. Like, I've grown into somebody new, so you don't know. You know of me, but you don't know me.
You don't know me.
Because I'm a new person. Each day, honestly, I feel like I'm a new person. I've been in different moods every goddamn day. So.
But are you who you are? Like, how? I mean, I don't want to talk your age because you're a female, but how old are you?
32.
Okay. Are you the same person that you was at 27? Like, do you hang around the same people that you hung out at 27?
I do, because they're my family, so it's
like family,
you know,
okay.
Yeah. But I've added on to my circle because I'm really a loner.
Right, I am too.
I don't really deal with a lot of people.
I'm really a loner, but this nigga's a loner. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we really connect. And then we was rappers.
Yeah.
And he was so much better than me, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, but like, I remember I just like telling y'all the story. Like, I've been in like ciphers in Newark, New Jersey and shit. Like, I went to Newark, New Jersey, and I was in like the battle rapping and the ciphers and shit is different. Like, Newark, New Jersey is like niggas that can just really rap out their head. Like, they ain't playing the shit out, nothing. They just rap. And you know what I mean, this nigga introduced me to that environment and shit. And I got better. I was able to sharpen my skills up and shit. And even though I wasn't able to compete with them, when I came back home, I was able to sharpen my skills up.
Yeah.
But he like a real nigga. But like, the last memory that I can remember this nigga is that him and his sister pulled up to my house in a U-Haul truck and they cleaned me out. I didn't have nothing, but me and my homeboy was sleeping on the floor. I brought my homeboy with me because I thought the nigga was gonna try to, like, this nigga is like way more skilled than me. Like, I'm not a fighter. Like, you know, I can fight, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga can fight. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So, like, I brought my homeboy with me when I heard that they was over there. But when I pull up, the niggas who you all trucking this shit. I took everything I own. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they left, bruh, I didn't have nothing but a refrigerator. I had a refrigerator, but I had nothing but a refrigerator, no couch, no bed, no nothing, no. I was down and out.
That's
so
crazy.
That's my last memory of him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if he watching this, but Alvin, I love you though. But you know, it's just like, you know, I'm trying to figure it out because I really want to link with him because I see, you know, you see a nigga and you see his page, like it look like a nigga that that can, you know, can help me grow like that, and that's what I'm all about right now. I don't really fuck with nobody that can't help me grow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in a relationship, whether it's a homeboy, whether it's a job, it don't matter. If you can't help me grow, then you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing?
That's right.
Like, we too deep in life now. You know what I'm saying?
Life is definitely getting real.
Yeah. Shit, you 30, what, 32? Shit, I know you feel that shit because when I was
Oh, I've
32,
been feeling that shit.
but when I was 32, that shit
Damn
hit.
teenager.
I
When I
bought
was
my
a
first
teen, that
house
shit
at
hit.
32.
Oh, shit.
I bought my first house at 32. I'm just learning financial situations and shit like that.
Right.
At 32, and shit, I'm raising a son. You know, I had custody of my son at 32, and he was like 2.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to figure that shit out. So I get it. You know.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Like I say,
get
reach
it.
out to him, man.
Yeah.
See where it goes.
I don't know, man. This is weird. This is weird.
Yeah,
I ain't seen
figure
a
it out.
nigga in a long time, but I love a nigga, but I ain't seen him in a long time. We got memories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we got memories like I'm connected with his sister. Now we ain't connected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's
That
just
could be an interesting dynamic on that part.
Yeah, maybe that's just that and not this is this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But he'll understand that. Like, if he's watching this right now, he'll understand where I'm going with it. You know what I mean? Because he that kind of nigga. Like, he a reserved type, you know? Watch a nigga type nigga. Like, he a real hustling ass, motherfucking body type nigga, you know what I mean? So, you know where I'm coming from with the shit, but you know what I mean? Maybe he think we deeper than that. Right. You know what I mean? That I should get over that, but you know. I don't know, it's just weird seeing him though. God damn, it was weird seeing him though. He bigger and everything, like damn, like he was always bigger than me, but like he real bigger, like boss, like it look like he got a movement going on. Like I really would like to tap in with him, but I don't know.
Then you also don't want to make it seem like you only fuck with him because he tapped in.
Correct.
Yeah, but he always been tapped in. You know, he been in the music shit. When I quit music, he was in the music shit. He was trying to get me back in the music shit, and I just like freestyle a little bit. But it's just different. It's just different, man. It's weird. But I wanted to share that with y'all since we ain't got no guests and we ain't got no questions and nothing.
We making it
I just
wing,
wanted
man.
to know what y'all felt about that shit.
Swinging it out, man.
Life is short.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
So
if it's always you have time to reconnect with people, I feel like we should do it because life is really so short.
Right.
That's how I am with me and my mom. Like me and my mom go at it all the time. We'll be like, oh, I don't want to talk to you no more. But I told last time we got us, I was like, Mom, I miss you. Like, stop, girl. I don't have time for that. Like, come on, let's be friends again.
Yeah.
Because me and my mom are best friends.
So we had an episode that got out of hand, but how did you feel about? Did you have a good Father's Day?
I was at work Father's Day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess because I got paid. Time and a half.
So you able to reach out to your father? Is your father living?
Oh yeah, he with my mom. They're still together.
They're still together.
Nice.
Yes.
How many years? We got to hear Harry.
32, and they've been together 30 years.
30 years. So we got to hear Hip Hop Harry.
Father's Day.
Father's Day, and he was telling us about it because everybody else on the panel didn't grow up in a 2-parent household.
Oh yeah.
So we got to hear his story about a 2-parent household, which was different for us. Because the other 3 people didn't know what a 2-parent household looked like. So you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm be real. So I went home that night and I had a conversation with my wife about it. And I was like, I did not. That episode was eye opening because just seeing that and noticing that out of that entire panel, I was the only one that grew up in a 2-parent household.
Right.
That was just an interesting dynamic to bring up, and it's just eye opening.
And then I told you a story.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, my experience with people is that people from a 2-parent household, they got an advantage. And that's cool. But I was like, the people that didn't grow up in a 2-parent household, they also have an advantage because they have more motivation and stuff like that. But when you explained something that night that stuck with me.
What was that?
The advantages of a 2-parent household. When you was talking about your dad and how not just your dad, was it you that like you said, like your grandparents been together?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
That dynamic as well. Both set of my grandparents were together, as far as I know. On my father's side, my grandfather passed years prior, before I was even born. On my mother's side, my grandparents were together the entire time. So yeah, and then
Right.
they
and
just
then, and
both
then I
raised
and
up.
then when I was going back in my mind on that episode, I was just like, because that was really a deep episode. It just went left.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying. But when you were saying that, you know what I mean. Now I realize like, no, people that are not, especially black people, not. I mean, because I deal with a lot of white people that's just like, just as fucked up as black people. Being in the bond business, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't know white people was just as fucked up as us.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them are even more fucked up. Like, they got the same shit we got. It's
Right.
just like the media and the world just think that this is how we supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, like, it's motherfuckers, it don't matter what color you is, this motherfuckers going through the same shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you had said something that resonated with me, that just made me change my views on two-parent households. Like, I guess, you know what I'm saying, that may just be a jealousy. Wanting a two-parent household, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, you know, I don't know what it means. I don't know what it is, so, you know. But when you were saying what you were saying, I was just like, it didn't resonate. But, you know, that's one thing about it, is you ain't got to argue to figure out some shit later. Like, I figured out how right you was when you was talking, like, later. Like, I thought about it the next day. Yeah. And I was like, damn, you know what? You know what I mean? I never looked at it like that until he said it. But you didn't say it in an argumentative way. Or you didn't say it like I was dissing you.
Right. Nah.
You just say, you know, it's just what it is. And,
all about communication.
Yeah, you didn't say what it is. And now it sticks with me more than an argument. You know so,
right.
Yeah. That's one thing. I mean, none of us is professional journalists, so
no.
We're learning on the fly, but
everything we do, this entire network, all the different podcasts, we're learning on the fly. Like, I'm helping For the Family. I'm helping Peep This, Real Raw Reflection. A few more that I can't remember right now. But
you're just helping me get my music out there.
I'm helping everybody, man. It's just
I got niggas that's just doing all kind of shit right now.
We doing music videos.
Yeah, and I ain't never been on that. I ain't never been on that.
You were doing videos, music videos?
Nah, I just never, like, when I went in the era, like, I'm 47, like, the era I grew in, like, your music budget was like $10,000 to do a video. You know what I'm saying? Like, now niggas can pop a video for a few $100s. Like,
right.
Shit, you ain't got to do too much.
Yeah, you got to do too much. Like, back then, you really had to have a production. You had to have the girls. You had to have the video vixens. Right. You know what I mean? It was
had
different.
To have the cars, had to have the jewelry.
You had to have some jewelry. You know, even if it wasn't your jewelry, you might have to go, you know, lease some jewelry for a few days. You know what I mean? So it was different. Like, if you could make a video, it was just great to make a demo. You know what a demo is? So it was just great to make. It was just great.
You know what a demo is?
No, I mean, she's 30, what, 34? 32. I'm sorry. A demo, like, I wouldn't think a 32-year-old know what a demo was.
What? I was born in 92. I'm a 90s baby. They were still doing demos then.
Yeah, but you was a baby in the 90s.
It don't matter. I still experienced the 90s.
Like, when you was like 13, was they making demos?
Yeah, they were still doing demos. They was cutting CDs as demos. And cassettes.
I didn't even realize that. Like, I thought streaming started when I was 32.
I was about to spit that out. You said CDs and cassettes.
Like, when I got on Facebook, that's when I first learned about streaming.
Right.
I was 32, 33. Shit, and I'm 47. So that was 14 years ago.
Yeah.
So for you would have been like early 20s.
With streaming? Oh, yeah, because when I was in college, we were still buying CDs because I remember purchasing my first CD, which was Chris Brown's Fame album. I actually went to the store and bought that album.
Boy, you and Chris Brown.
Yes.
Are you going to be like the girl that paid $1,000 to take the picture?
We just talked about that earlier.
I wish I had $1,000 because I definitely would do it.
Like, if I had $1,000, I would do that for you. Like,
I would definitely do it, but I would do it to network. Like, yeah, let's take a picture, but you need to sign me.
Did y'all see the one that did it twice? She did it, got a picture, then got the picture on the back of her vest, and then went and took it again.
Oh, yeah, she was the one that spent the boyfriend's money, right?
I'm not sure.
No, that was the white girl.
Oh,
that was the one, the fiance.
Yeah.
Yeah, he broke up.
He broke up with her. So what do y'all? I mean, so like everybody like goes all out for Mother's Day. Like who goes
That's
out?
true.
Do people still go all out for Father's Day?
No.
Well, really, fathers don't give a fuck. They don't care really.
Hold
I'd be
on
like,
now.
Happy Father's Day. I give my daddy a card or something. Like, try to give him a little stuff. He'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Loyalty just brought up a great discussion point.
Whatever.
The dynamics between Mother's Day and Father's Day.
I think women take holidays and things like that more serious than men.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
So what do you expect for Mother's Day as a mother?
I don't expect. In my predicament that I'm in, I expect my kids to make me something and call it a day. I don't really be expecting nothing else, like, because Mother's Day still around schooling and whatever. They have little cards and stuff. They make little stuff. That's what I expect, because I don't have no man anyway, so I definitely don't expect for nobody to buy me nothing. Now, I did get something from my mom one year. I did. She bought me something. I was like, oh.
What you get this year?
I got a bunch of 3 Mother's Day cards. That's what I got.
Nice.
That's cool.
But it's stuff like that I really like, because it's like it came from their heart. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was my baby.
Right.
So yeah, I really don't be expecting
And
too
that's
much.
what all that counts.
Yep.
But like, I just don't. Whew, I don't know. I don't know what I want to say. We live?
No, we're not live.
Oh, we're not live.
Told
We
you I
just
ain't doing
recorded.
it no more.
We was live the other night. Niggas saw that shit, so I just didn't want to go live. I probably never gonna go live again. But yeah, Father's Day is like difficult for me.
Why?
I don't know. It's like, so I have 3 kids, biological kids, about 3 baby mamas, and this is what Daniel didn't know, and I took it out on him because I didn't know. Well, I know he didn't know, but he just said the shit all aggressive. But you know what I'm saying? My daughter, I mean my niece, I adopted my niece, and we've been. I raised her from 5 years old, maybe 4 years old, to like 16. And then she met some boy over to something at her mama's house. And she said, Dad, I want to have a relationship with my mother. Well, I mean, they had a relationship, but I'm just saying she wanted to live with her. You know what I mean? So, okay. But it was about a boy. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was the only one that didn't really reach out to me for Father's Day. And I don't know what it is. I know she been going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? I know she been going through a lot. And I haven't been supportive. But,
you say you haven't?
No, I haven't been supportive. And the reason why I haven't been supportive, it's a reason behind it. Because I've always been supportive of my kids' wrongdoing. But this was just some shit that she did that I could not be a part of. Because not only is it wrong, I told you, and you told me that it wasn't like that. And I told you, like, my nigga, like, I've been around this shit before. Like, I know it's like that. But, I mean, you can tell me what you want to do, but don't involve your kids in this shit. And she kind of didn't take heed to that. So, you know what I mean? So, it's just deeper than what I can explain. But I just kind of told her, like, you're going in the same direction as, you know what I mean, some shit. You know, you should learn from your parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I made mistakes. I got babies all over South Carolina. It's tough to see them all at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they
all over South Carolina.
Nah, they all adults. But shit, I got 3 babies that was all over South Carolina. And I got 2 stepkids. That one live in North Carolina, the other one live in South Carolina. So 4 kids in South Carolina and 1 in North Carolina. It's difficult to manage that, you know what I mean? And then you be a hustler, you trying to work and trying to do what you got to do to take care of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, you missing shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So what I tried to explain to her, what I try to explain to all my daughters, because I have 1 daughter, biological daughter, but I have 3 bonus daughters. You know what I'm saying? A stepdaughter and adopted daughter. That was my niece, and another daughter that I was in a previous relationship with. And I try to explain to them, like, this is how niggas think. This is what niggas do. This is how I think. This is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you inside information to the whack nigga shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm a whack ass nigga. Like I'm telling you, like when I was in my 20s, in my early 30s, like I was really a fucked up nigga. And I'm sitting here telling you like what to look out for. And then when you don't take heed to it, you know what I'm saying? It's disappointing.
Right.
Well, that's how, but you know they gotta learn their own.
Yeah, they gotta learn.
I was the same way.
But you can't.
I really ain't like nobody telling me what to do. I like to go through my battles by myself.
Right. But what your kids can't do is they can't expect you to pay for you.
For them fucking
for their mistakes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect. If somebody's watching this or they get out on one of these clips, no disrespect. But I cannot pay for your mistakes. Like all I can do is if I can see some shit coming,
warn you.
I can warn you. If you make that mistake, then you gotta pay for your mistakes, just like I paid for mine. Because nobody paid for my mistakes.
Right.
Like my mama doesn't believe in supporting me in wrongdoing. My grandmama didn't participate in taking care of me in wrongdoing. Like my mama gave me a couple dollars, like after I did some fucked up shit. Like my mama gave me a couple dollars, but it was way no more than what I needed. Like I was taught to, fight your way out of your own fucking mistakes.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's not me just, I know it's a different time. It's not me saying, okay, I grew up in the 80s, 90s. I'm not doing that. My mama and daddy didn't do that, so I'm not going to do that for you. It's just the fact that my mama and daddy didn't warn me of this shit.
Yeah.
My mama was like, it's a right and it's a wrong. It's a religion. You need to practice that. And my daddy was like, hey, it's the Bible. You need to do this. You need to do that. But nobody explained to me, like, this is what's going to happen and this is what's going to happen if you don't take heed to that. But I explain that to my daughters because I am a nigga. And I was a fucked up nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I got 3 babies by 3 baby mamas, bro. And I just told them, like, hey, look here, this is how niggas act.
Right.
And they just did the total opposite. All my daughters did the total opposite. Now, I'm in business with one daughter, and I have a great relationship with another daughter. And my other bonus daughter, we're cool. And then I got another. But I have 2 bonus daughters that just did not listen. But both of them feel like that I'm supposed to save them. And that's just not reality.
Daddy's little girls.
That's not reality.
I don't know about that, man.
And just because they the bonus daughters, like, if we did a podcast with my biological daughter and just like really digged in deep, she gonna tell you all kind of shit like she felt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I've been trying to tell her is like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what we came back, and that's why I probably touched the topic. You know what I mean? I was like, you can love, you know what I'm saying? You can act like you gonna love your stepkids the same, but it's gonna be a different feeling with the blood, you know what I mean?
Right.
And my stepdaughter and my adopted daughter, they kind of feel that. Where another bonus daughter that I have, she's just more like, yeah, you know what I mean? I get it, you know what I mean? You always included me in everything and all that, and we just cool, whatever you need. Here's the keys to my house, you know what I mean? Like, just really know, you know what I mean, understanding where the other 2 just don't understand. But, you know what I mean? Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, that brings a different dynamic because I don't know what it is about the younger generation today, but you could try to give them all of the right information that they need to be successful and try to lead them down the right path. But for some reason, they always want to do what they want to do. They want to learn from their mistakes instead of learning. Well, I can't say everybody, but a good bit of the generation. And then that brings up another topic that I just heard about on the radio the other day. I think I can't remember what state it was. I'm not sure if it's Mississippi or whatnot, but they just put a law where they're mandating that the 10 Commandments get posted inside of every school.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
They done already took God out of the damn school system one time. Now they want to put it back in. What's the point?
Well, the southern states are gonna try to implement that.
But the question is, how do y'all feel about that when it comes in terms of religion? You think it's the right way of doing things? The state actually having the ability to mandate it, or?
Well, I grew up a Muslim in the school system.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, I really didn't get into a Christian household till I was 16. So
But do
my
you think it
first,
would offend other Muslims to have the 10 Commandments up and about in school?
yeah, I think it would because Muslims are just kind of really, really, really strict on religion. It wouldn't offend me because I grew up and even though I grew up in a Muslim household and grew up like around a lot of Muslims and shit, but I always wanted an Easter egg hunt. I always wanted to celebrate. So like it was like 5 Muslim kids in the whole school, and so whenever they have Easter, like all of us be in a room together. You know what I mean? Like we like all felt different. Like you know what I mean? Like man, it's fucking an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Like we know, we know what the beliefs in the surahs.
Still could let me go find the
But
Easter
can we
egg.
go get an Easter egg? Like you know what I mean? It's like it's.
Because the egg and shit ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, that's the problem I have with Islam. They just like take all the fun out of life. And that's the problem I have with Islam. Like, people like, why I don't bring my kids to the masjid? Why I don't do this and why I don't do that? It's not about discipline. I have plenty of discipline. Like, brother, I knew how to pray. I was teaching kids. So, and I think I explained this one time. But, so, back in the day, most Islamic people to recruit, they was recruiting in the prison system. So they would go in the prison system and preach to the prisoners, you know what I mean?
Right.
So the ones that took heed to it, when they got out, you know what I mean, they would come home to a masjid, to a family, you know what I mean? Like some, foundation. So, but they didn't know anything about Islam. Like what they teaching in the prison system and what they teaching like on the streets. And what they teaching in the prison system, what they teaching on the street, and what they really teaching in Islamic holy places is 3 different things. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it depends on how you interpret it is what is right and what is wrong. You know what I mean? The same thing as Catholic, Baptist, Methodist. You know what I mean? Same thing. You know what I mean? It's just different interpretations. Like where you got Farrakhan, you got the niggas that believe in the same shit that Bin Laden believe in. Then you got American Muslims, and you got Shiites.
There's different variations.
It's different variations. So you know what I'm saying. My whole thing is, I just don't feel like you should force it on anybody.
Right.
I just felt like in my childhood it was forced.
Well,
like this is what you should do. So Muslims accept the Shahada.
Right. Now you brought up a good point because I actually have one of my best friends from high school, elementary school, and whatnot. He is a Jehovah's Witness, and I didn't know about all of the things that he wasn't allowed to participate into until we were after high school. Right? Yeah. So I mean, and he admitted he was like there were sometimes he just felt he didn't like the way that they couldn't celebrate birthdays or celebrate Christmas or celebrate all the other different holidays and whatnot. But that's a different dynamic.
Yeah, it's weird, man. When you're growing up and it's like 8 people and like all the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Muslims and all that kind of shit and the real religious Hindus,
Wow.
the Indian culture is a lot bigger than what it was when I was growing up. We had a couple of Indian kids, you know what I mean?
Wow.
And all of us just be like in like ISS, like in like some seclusion, while everybody's just like having fun and shit. And that shit, like, I didn't do that to my kids, and I took a lot of heat for that shit.
Well, y'all know it's gonna happen.
My kids eat pork. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah.
And I mean, I know that's gonna disrespect a lot of Muslims, but I'm not gonna make them not eat what they want to eat. I'm gonna tell them. I will give them what I feel about pork and why I don't eat pork. But I let all my kids make their own decisions, and all my kids have just chosen the Christian path.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna be up on them like trying to convert them every day, even though you know what I'm saying. Like the Christian path is not all the way the path that I'm on. Like you know what I mean. Like I read the Bible. I read the Bible in jail. I got a really good understanding of what the Bible is. And you know what I'm saying? And I got a real love for Jesus. But what I think about Jesus and what another Christian may think about Jesus may be two different things. But I'm not sitting there going to argue with nobody.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you love Jesus, I love Jesus. What you feel about Jesus and what I feel about Jesus is different. But please do not argue with me about that, and I'm not going to argue with you about that. Like we are not going to convert each other. So it's not any situation after this is going to be an argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? But shit.
But you know what's going to happen with that? That it's going to go through all the different courts and whatnot. Probably reach up to the Supreme Court to see if it actually is constitutional or not. But
I have no problem with religion, even though I've been a kid that wasn't a Christian when we used to when church was in the school. I that's what I grew up in. It was church in the school, like moment of silences and bow your head, and then they did the prayer in the morning. Like they actually did a prayer every morning, like you know what I mean, and like towards like some of my towards high school they kind of stopped doing shit. But you know, in middle school, elementary school, it's definitely church inside of school. And my parents may have had a problem with that, but I didn't have a problem with that.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? I never had a problem with that. Like shit, you say bow your head, I bow my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, shit. There's only one God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How you figure
what you call them, that's on you.
Yeah, what you feel like it came through, whoever was the message. That's the big thing between Christian and Muslims, because I read both books and both of them are similar. And Muslims hold, and you wouldn't think it because of Bin Laden, but Muslims hold Jesus high. They just don't feel like Christians, how Christians are like, Christians are damn near like Jesus is God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Muslims feel like, you know what I mean, he's just a messenger. You know what I mean? Like God, he was one of God's chosen people, you know, God's chosen sons. He gave him a message and he spreaded it to the people that he knew, and he changed a lot of people's lives. That's how Muslims feel.
Right.
What Christians just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he's the Messiah, you know, he's the next. He is God. God lives in him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where, you know what I'm saying, what Muslims feel like they have their own message. That Muslims' message is Muhammad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Muslims feel like God put the message into Muhammad, and whatever Muhammad says is correct. And Christians feel like God put everything into Jesus, and that's his son. And whatever he says is correct. And that's the only disagreement.
Wow.
Like it, you know, it don't even have to go any further than that. You know what I mean? That's the only disagreement. Because I read both of them, and I've also read a book that says the contradictions between, you know what I'm saying, Muslims and Christians, the differences. And that's the only difference.
Okay.
And that's the only difference. Like Muslims and Christians are actually similar, very similar. And then you just gotta look at it like you just want to do good in life.
I just feel like Muslims actually follow their book. Christians don't always follow their book.
Well, you got different interpretations.
Yeah, that too. But I'm saying, like, but they all, even though it's different interpretations, like different people supposedly wrote each version of the book.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, it's just standard rules in the Bible that you're supposed to abide by, and everybody don't live by those. Like the 10 Commandments are like the 10 most important rules in the Bible. Nobody really lives by all 10 of those commandments.
No.
But in the
Muslims have
yeah.
pretty much the same commandments though. They're not called commandments, but they have pretty much the same shit.
But I feel like they follow through with their stuff more than the Christians do. If you get what I'm saying.
So I got what you're saying. I got a homeboy, Mustafa, killed a man. He probably on 20 something.
Wow.
And still got probably like another 20 something to do. They gave him like 50 years. I got another Muslim homeboy, Bilal. He probably about to get out in like 2-3 years, but he went to jail when I was like 17, and I'm about to be 47, so he done 30 years. Like, everybody's straight.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, okay,
straight.
like, let's go to Islamic countries and Muslim countries, and you get what I'm saying? Like, them people really over there 5 times a day praying.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I don't care what country it's supposed to be a Christian country. They ain't over there praying like that. They ain't people still in the line and all that shit. The Pope be still in the line.
Islam is
I know it's the same. I know he got his wild parts too, but I'm saying as far as its followers, I would say Muslims they follow their book more than Christians
do. Muslims are more. I feel like they're more disciplined too. More disciplined. Yeah. That's the word right there. You said it. You hit it on the head. Muslim. I've been a part of both religions because I took my grandma Baptist. I took her to church the last few years of her life. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. Like Muslims are definitely more dedicated. Yeah. But the thing that Muslims don't have that Christians have is Christians have like a following. You know what I'm saying? Like Muslims have a following, but Muslims is like it's so many different type of Muslims. You know what I'm saying? Where it is a different types of Christians, but everything comes back to Jesus. But like Muslims are just like you know, you got Farrakhan, you got 5%ers, you got Shiites, you got Sunnis, you got you know what I mean, you got radicals, you got motherfuckers like Bin Laden that just feel like they gotta kill everything, you know what I mean? And Muslims are supposed to be the most peaceful religion. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like Jerusalem, like is like them niggas fight. Yeah. They Christians, but they Christians and Jews, but they fight. Right. They fight like Muslims supposed like most of the time the Jews and the Christians are fighting the Muslims because they got that little strip, that Gaza strip or whatever. They're mostly bombing them because just Jerusalem, and they have like everybody pumps weapons and pumps resources into Jerusalem because it's what most of the world is Christian. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get most of your support to protect Jerusalem over anything. You know what I mean? Like everybody's gonna, even if Jerusalem is wrong. Like right now, Americans are battling with the fact that they know that Jerusalem is wrong. Israel is wrong for bombing Palestine. They know that, but what do you do?
But the war is making money, so.
But you're gonna go against God? You know what I mean? So that's how Americans and French and British and everybody is thinking. Like all the allies are thinking, like, "Hey, we're gonna go against God." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we kind of feel like this is some bullshit, but we gotta support it because you know what I mean. We don't want to go against God, but like, so I do think, you know, at the end of the day, like Muslims are more disciplined, but I just think Christians are more dedicated to Jesus than Muslims are dedicated. And then that may just be a dynamic of how many people believe in what, you know what I mean? Right. Because you got what, you know, you got 2 billion Muslims, but you got 80 billion Christians, you know what I mean? So it could be a number game too. So you know, I just grew up in both households because I was raised by my grandmama and my mama. But I don't see much of a difference. It's just a bunch of people trying to get to heaven.
I got you. Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to just do right and get to heaven.
Exactly.
And that's the struggle, is just trying to do right. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I sinned yesterday. And I'm just sitting there and I'm beating myself up about it. You know what I mean? But I'm like, damn, you know, what can I do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
like,
do the best you can do.
I'm a damn human.
Right.
You're telling me to do this, but shit, the examples that you putting forth for me to follow is not clean text. You know what I'm saying? And that's in every religion, like, and that's not just preachers that's raping kids and Catholics, you know.
So sad.
My motherfucking thing is that shit I grew up with my moms, and Muslims, they call them moms instead of preachers. But my moms are shit. One of my moms, shit, I was in a dope gang. I pull up to deliver some dope to a girl. He was in the back with his shirt off. You know what I'm saying? He came up to the door. He said, Wally. He tried to play it off like, oh, like we both like, you know what I'm doing here. Right. I know what you're doing here. Like, what the fuck are we both doing here? Like, but I expected more out of him than he should expect out of me because I'm just.
He supposed to be a holy man.
Yeah. You the one taught me.
Right.
You the one taught me. I'm talking about our fucking preacher like went to jail for like nothing that had to do with any kind of drugs. But when he got out, like, no, I'm sorry. He didn't go to jail yet. When I seen him on the beach, like, doing some foul shit, he hadn't went to jail yet. Then he did 5 years, and he was writing me and shit. He was like, man, this is why I went astray. I'm sitting in here with a lot of young brothers that's just like you, that don't know what they doing, and they stuck in here for life. You know what I mean? I want you to change. Like, bro, how can you come at me? How can you come at me like that? Like, I just do. It's just not believable no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, nigga, everybody trying to get to heaven. Like, what the hell you got going on? How you trying to get there? How I'm trying to get there? 2 different ways.
That's true. Well, as we get ready to wrap up, Wally, tell them all about your projects you got going on.
The what now?
Your musical projects.
Ooh.
Oh, not even just the music. The stores.
I want to do a song with Ruby Rose.
Ruby
Rose. I said Ruby Rose. I've been thinking about Ruby Rose for a couple days. I'm sorry.
Correction.
Ruby
I want to do a song with
Ruby
Ruby
Lynn.
Lynn.
I want to do a song with Ruby Lynn.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
It's tough.
Yeah. So you got the music going.
She's just so big.
Hey, I was telling her that too, because I reposted the video that she and I did and on my page, and like in 2 days it went from like 10 views to over 120 views. So I'm like trying to figure out what's going on with that.
But no disrespect, but we just got the wrong people in the middle of us. Like, you was dealing with one dude that I ain't really gonna fuck with, and then the dude that we was sitting here vibing with, he was all over the place.
Yeah, definitely.
So you know what I'm saying?
She just finished a song with him.
I just don't know where.
He was there when I recorded it.
Yeah, it's a good song. I was there when she recorded, and I'm just thinking like, hey man, bro, we got shit motion right here. Like, you don't have to go nowhere. But man, he just feels like he got to be all over the South Carolina to make it, and I'm like, nigga, stability is what South Carolina don't have.
Yep. And tell about your businesses.
Yeah. Okay, so like, I got a franchise. It's shit, I don't even know if I should say this, but like, I sold my company to a bigger company, but I'm actually working for somebody right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I work for Banker Security Company. I built the company and then they bought it. And you know what I mean? So I'm retired, but they don't have any South Carolina connections, so they hired me to run the company. So I'm actually running the company, but they're paying my bills and everything like that.
Okay.
They're doing everything like that. But so we still got out for the low bail bond, and my daughter owns like two locations, and I don't own my locations no more. But that's another conversation. But
okay.
But yeah, we got out for the low bail bond, and got the clothing line South Crack coming. We just got that trademark, and that's a lot of things. Like, a lot of niggas just don't realize, like, you can come up with an idea, but you got to trademark it, though. And they cost a little bit of money. Because I was shocked how much money it cost. I thought it was just like, you know.
Right.
Hey, this is my idea. Right. Let me give you $200. You know, They put you in a clothing category. They put you in a apparel category. They put you in this category. So you wind up spending about $1,200-$1,300
Wow.
to get your shit trademarked.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what shine niggas away, but it's worth it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you literally got people that's just like hearing sayings. Like if you say no cap, they trademark.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You just literally got white people and aggressive niggas too. That just sitting back waiting for the next cultural slogan to pop, and then they just trademark.
No copyright.
Right.
Yeah.
They just trademark it. It only take about 7-8 days to trademark it.
That's what's up.
So it's 7-8 days with everything is culture pop. Like all my friends and shit that I'm around, they be saying shit show. Like that's like if I had the money, that's what. But if somebody back there, if somebody Drake or somebody said shit show, they're like, oh, Drake said that shit. I'm a trademark it. You know what I mean? It's like motherfuckers just waiting for the next shit to come, and they're gonna trademark it.
True.
But I trademarked it South Crack, and like I've been hearing niggas say that shit since I was a kid, and I learned, like I went to a trademark, and I mean, if you ain't doing nothing, like if you working your own businesses and you ain't doing nothing, like go to these, like they be having like little things like if you can pay $25-$30 to like go to like different conventions and shit. And like I didn't know that. There's something. All of this shit I learned in a year.
Wow.
I was working for somebody else. I didn't never even think about learning any of this stuff. But I went to a trademark show and they told me how to trademark my ideas and all kind of stuff. So I trademarked South Crack. So that's something that I heard since I was a kid. South Crack.
Cool.
I own that. And you know I own
Shoes store.
I own shoedemons.com. I trademarked that too. That's just a website with different type of shoes on there. It's probably about like 75 different shoes on there right now. And like we cheaper than Cola Kicks, but it's all authentic shoes.
Not just small sizes? Like grade
It's
school?
a few on there. I'm trying to get my grade school shit up. But it's just hard because the grade school stuff is available at any time. Like you can really go online and buy it for the same price that when it came out. But like our thing is like to buy exclusive stuff that, you know, people can't find nowhere. You know what I mean?
Cool.
A lot of grade school and toddlers and stuff you can find. So it's
I
tough.
just asked because that's what I wear. Grade school.
Yeah, my daughter does too. That's a tough lane to make money in. But the thing about it is kind of get me in, and I don't mind giving up the secret. But the thing about it is to kind of get men's shoes from probably 9 to size 12.
Okay.
So that's the 9.5, 10.5, 11.5, 11, 10, 9, and just kind of buy it for as cheap as possible. And you know, it's a lot of websites that sell a lot of authentic stuff.
Cool.
And just kind of negotiate and stuff like that. And I tell you, it's not a lot of money. And like to make money off a shoe, probably gonna be like an average of $40. But if you got like $40 to $50 to $60, but if you do get hold to like a shoe that you could buy from, like getting a good relationship with a lot of these Hibbits, Foot Lockers, and you know people that work in these stores that'll hold a pair of shoes for you. If you can pay $180 for it and then it go out of stock, then it's worth like, you know, $280. So it's $100 lick. And if you got if you got the money to put into it, you can make some money. But if you don't, you know what I mean? I started out just flipping one pair of shoe a week, you know what I mean? But it's like $70-$80 a week. And I don't look at it as much because it's money that I'm spending.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? It is an extra $300 a month income. And then you do like $300-$400 times 12. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at $4,800, you know, $5,000 of income extra.
That's the formula.
So if you're making $20,000, $30,000, $45,000 a year, and you can add $5,000 to, you know, $10,000, you know.
Cool.
It's a good move. So
that's what's up.
I do that, man. I own a few buildings, and we try to rent them out to people like Ruby and them that want to do like, you know, like some little side stuff or whatever.
Speaking of that, Posh and Prime Talent Studios officially opening July 1st.
Oh, that's my birthday.
Get in there. Damn, happy birthday.
So we do that, man. We about like opening up our doors for everybody else.
Yeah, that you do.
You know what I mean? We ain't trying to hurt nobody. You know what I mean? Like,
All right.
you know, we ain't trying to hurt nobody. Like, it's just kind of like, I said we, but it's just me. But, you know, I ain't trying to hurt nobody. Like, I just want to, you know, I just want to provide, like, a lane. You know what I mean? And shit, if it blows, shit, it's still good for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like doing a song with a nigga. Like, if this shit blow, like I got songs with a lot of artists that ain't pop. But, you know what I mean? But if they ever pop, like I can say, you know, I did a song with Hova SC. I did a song with this person or this person. So all these niggas that's out here talking about they got a deal. You know what I mean? I got songs with them. You know what I mean? I got a song with Gigi. I got a song with Nakia. I got a song with all the hot female artists in South Carolina. And then the ones that aren't hot, like even the people that's not like doing music, like people that are doing interviews. Like we've done a few podcasts. We just had Trap Dickie here like a week ago. 2 weeks ago, Trap Dickie was right here where I'm sitting at. You know what I'm saying? He the hottest nigga in South Carolina right now. That's what's up. Like I got that footage. You know what I'm saying? Like, so anytime you can buy some office space, like most of them are like $1,500 to $1,000 a month. You can't buy the whole thing straight out. Just get you like a little space. It'll kind of make his money back. You know what I mean? It's tough at first because you put a lot into it. Because they want this and they want deposit. You got to get lights. You got to fix shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, any kind of square footage that you got is profitable.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna try to rap some more because I see Ruby over there. She's struggling, and y'all we're recording late at night.
Yeah,
so.
But listen, I got a song coming out called "Give Me That," produced by Bosa. It will be out in July. Don't know the date yet, but just be looking out. That's what's up.
Well,
and we are the family for
what?
We are the For the Family podcast.
Hold on, before we end, like I was trying to get put my stuff out there. So.
Oh yeah, my bad, Papa Hip Hop.
You got a video coming out.
Yeah, I got a video with Loyalty that I'm about to work on. It'll be coming out soon.
That's a hot video too.
Other things I dibble and dabble in, so I DJ around the area, here and there, and I also do the podcasting stuff. So check out PrimeTech Studios. You can go and see some of the stuff that I work on and whatnot. You see some of their videos. You see some of the episodes that we've done and some of the skits and some of the other stuff that I've done in the Columbia area and whatnot. So we just all trying out here, trying to live, trying to make it. So each one trying to help each other, scratch each other's back, and move on up. So that's all I got to say, Ruby. What you got?
I said what I got. Oh, I got a show coming up next Friday, June 28th, at S4 Studios on Bush Broad River.
Yeah.
I will be singing all my release songs and some of my unreleased songs. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a whole little production.
It's new.
It's Oceans in the studio.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Cass. Shout out to Nandi. We got King over there still resting.
Shout out to Lisa too.
King not that.
We love y'all.
Woo! That's the way to end it.
That's how we ended. We
that's the way to end it.